Hello, 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 my darlings. Thank you for joining me on A Slice of Life, A Slice of Life. Tonight I want to talk about your next move does not have to be your biggest move. Your next move does not have to be your biggest move. So you said, Jordan, I've heard that somewhere, where if you are a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated and you got the Delta box, that came out today. In the Delta box, and they also do it in the AKA box. I'm not sure in the other Divine 4, but I know Divine 2, they have these boxes. And it said, next move, best move. And I was like, you know what? It's time for us to have a festival, a fall boost. We had a summer boost, we had a winter boost, and a spring boost, but it's time for a fall boost, all right? And so I like to talk to you about your next move does not have to be your biggest move. What if it does not come with an applause? You know, I do like applause. That's because when I do the show, I like to know that you like something that I wrote, something that God gave me. I resonated with you, something I sang or said you really love and like. That gives me so much joy. But anyway, if it doesn't come with applause, if nobody notices it, what if your best move is not moving across the country, starting a new business, buying a new house, standing on a stage? That's not your best move. How about completing one application, walking for 10 minutes? How about that? Saving $20. That sounds like a good move. Sounds like it to me. Apologizing to someone. Boy, I've had to learn to apologize. When I worked at Delta Airlines and I retired from the training department, and one of the things that people said they always knew about who came out of my class is to learn to apologize on behalf of Delta Airlines immediately. Apologize immediately. I'm learning more to apologize to myself too, because I beat myself up so badly. I'd apologize to others and say, you know, I'm sorry. Let me apologize. Let me start that again. Let me think differently. I had a wonderful talk with someone today that I just told him exactly what I thought about our relationship over the years in church and whatnot. But I loved him dearly because he, in my mind or in my heart, in my belief, he's just such a good Christian person. A good family, raised a good family, beautiful wife, the whole thing. But I just wanted to share with him some thoughts that I had about what we are doing. And he received them well. And I was just happy to have that. So sometimes, you know, and I apologize to him for just always thinking one thing and I think he's about another. But anyway, how about making a move, ending something that has been hurting you? If something has been hurting you, end it. Stop it right now. Stop it now. Or beginning something that frightens you. If you know you're frightened about something, try it. They have these shows where people are doing things that they don't normally do just to get over it. I got some things I gotta do. This seat isn't sitting right for me tonight. Anyway, it's okay. Let me go on. Anyway, so this motivational message, as I said, came from my sorority. There's a message on the back. And I wanted to share it with you. Progress is not accidental, it is intentional. Progress is not accidental, it is intentional. Let me say that again. Progress is not accidental, it is intentional. You have to be intentional about everything you're doing. And that came after I read that. The best moves are not always the biggest moves. And that's what inspired me to come here tonight. You know why? Because people think you got to make a big move in order to be successful. No, you don't. You can make little bitty moves and feel just as good about what you're doing. Little bitty ones. People don't even know anything about them. You know, so because we have been taught to celebrate big moves. See, big moves would be the promotion, the wedding, the new house, the graduation, the large check. We like the moves to make people say, ooh, my goodness, look what's going on. Look what she's doing. Ooh. But there's people making small moves that are powerful. And they're feeling good about themselves. Yours truly. There may not be anybody there to congratulate you. I was up smiling to myself last night. I didn't have anybody come in my room and say, ooh, baby, good job. I can't believe you got all that done. Nobody. I just sat there and smiled to myself. And then I smiled this way. I thank God, though. I thank my angels. But by the same token, you know, a little bit of moves make a difference. But that small move may be the one that saves your health. That happened with me. All I needed was to see that blood, when that blood test came back, and that baby was way over there. And we we ain't go through that cancer thing again. It ain't nowhere for me to go. See, it ain't nowhere for me to go. It may be somewhere for you to go, but it ain't nowhere for me to go. I was like, oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. So I made a number of small moves that just helped me, bring it back some. Restore your peace. Strengthens your family, protects your future, places you in the road towards your purpose. All those small moves. Any move that can restore your peace. I got a girlfriend today. She's so happy. Something didn't happen good for her, but because it didn't happen good for her on this day, it's going to happen better for her a week from today. And so she's very happy. Something that strengthens your family, protects your future. Places you say, you know what, I'm going to get off of this road and I'm going to get on this road. That's small moves. It made me think about chess. Now, I love the game of chess. There's some brothers up there at Starbucks. I would love to play. But baby, I'm not going to sit across from those genius guys. Now, well, not a day. You will never make me look bad. If I know one of them, they'll probably make some kind of crazy move so I can win. I do love y'all. Anyway, so let's talk about chess for a minute. You do not win by moving the biggest piece every time. You do not start with the big piece on the board. It ain't like checkers. You win by understanding the board. You win by paying attention. See, I got a friend I talked to tonight. I've been on the phone, I think, all day. That we lay in the cut, we say. We just lay in the cut. You ever heard that? So y'all too young for laying in the cut. Laying in the cut means you paying attention, but you're not saying a word. You acting like you don't know anything. You just laying in the cut. Everybody thinks you on one page, and baby, you at the end of the book. You on another chapter while they still back there trying to get the forward read. Just saying. You win by knowing that every piece has a purpose. That's how you win with chess. You have to think beyond the moment. And you win by realizing or recognizing that sometimes a small move is preparing the way for something much greater. So they got a big promotion over there. You got something small over here, but you don't know where your small one gonna take you. You don't know where the small one's going. The small one might be just when all flash dance is gone. But they need somebody to do this over here, and you the only one know how to do it. Is there anybody I'm talking to? Is there anybody out there that I'm speaking with? I know it is because I just feel it in my spirit. So first thing you're going to do is study the board before you move. You get a chessboard, you better study that, baby. Don't sit down and start putting your hands on the chess. As you setting up the board, your mind is already thinking about what you're going to do. In chess, a good player does not simply grab a piece and move it because the movement feels better than sitting still. No. The player studies the board. They study it. They look at the board like, like y'all study us. I'm sorry. What has changed? What is threatened? What is protected? What opportunity is opening? That's how you do it. Those are 4 moves right there. What has changed? What is threatened? What is protected? What opportunity is opening? Let me say it again for my chess players who already know this, but we're talking about the chess playing of life right now. What has changed? Stop and look. What's changed in your life? What is threatened? What is protected? Okay, I know I got that over there. But what opportunity is open? I heard them say kind of like, okay. And what might happen 3 moves from now? You got to have the 3 moves from now. If you don't have them 3 moves, you're not playing chess. Sometimes we become so anxious to do something that we make a move before we understand the situation. I think they call that, don't make your move too soon. I am guilty. I know you all perfect people on the other side of the screen, but I am guilty of making a move too soon. Baby, when you make that move too soon, you have made the move. And you go, oops. Oops. And you can't take it back once you make that move. Y'all stay with me now. Where am I? Okay, we in a relationship because we are tired of being alone. I'm so tired of being alone. Y'all let Al Green get y'all in some relationship. I'm so tired of being alone. How's it go? You know that song? Anyway, just so you just want to be with somebody. Just be with somebody. Just be with somebody. I'm tired of being alone. I'm tired of being, child, please. We spend money because we want to feel successful. Been there, done that. You want to feel successful. I'm just going to buy myself. Have you ever just said, that, your angel on one shoulder said, don't be stupid and spend that money. But that other little demon on that other said, go on, you can get the money back. Like, I really want that thing. Ooh, I can just see me wearing it. I can just see me in it. I can just see me with it on. I can just feel how I'm going to feel. You go on and buy it. Okay, we spend money because we want to feel successful. We respond in anger because we want the last word. You got to have the last word. Sometimes, Ptahhotep said in ancient history, you just lean back. When you have people that want to argue, lean back and look who looks like the fool. You don't look like the fool. Let the people just go ahead and just carry on and carry on and carry on. And you say, okay, have a nice day and go on about your business. And let them be, because you can't argue with one. Your next two to argue, right? Two. And if you're not the two, you just stand there like, because you're not getting, there's too much energy, all that negative energy, baby. But movement is not always progress. Let me say that clearly. Movement is not always progress. Just because you're moving does not mean you're moving forward. Just because you're moving does not mean you're moving forward. Sometimes your next best move is to pause. That's a move. Pause. I say I live by be still and know that I'm God. Be still and know that I'm God. Be still and know that I am God. Pause is a move. Some of us need to go on pause, me included. So when you pause, what you're doing, you got to pray too. You can pray. You gather information, you ask questions, you sleep on the decision, you watch what other people do instead of only listen to what they say. Pausing is not weakness. I used to think pause. That's who I got. No. Pause. Preparation is not procrastination. Prepare. Take your time. That doesn't mean you're afraid. You're just taking your time. Sometimes wisdom says, not yet. The world may tell you, hurry up. I don't know why are you wasting your time? You need to hurry up and get that done. No. Not yet. I don't know. Let me think about it a minute. Ooh, that's the best thing. Let me get, my daughter got one. She did a sermon on, let me get back with you. Let me get back to you. I don't have it right. It used to be 5 words. Let me get back to you or something like that. Anyway, let me look at it. Your spirit may be saying, look again. Before you make your next move, you study the board. Ask the chess players. They study the board. Number 2, do not underestimate the small pieces. You know what I'm about to talk about. On the chessboard, the pawn, the little bitty one, may appear to be the least important piece. Powerful. It cannot move dramatically across the board, but it can move. It does have the freedom. It does not have the freedom of the queen. It usually moves 1 square at a time, but baby, 1 little square at a time. 1 square at a time. That does not sound very exciting, but guess what? It's still moving. You're not paying attention to the pawn, but it's creep 1 square at a time. 1 square at a time. And so life is like that. That's a life lesson in that. Guess what? It reaches the other side of the board. And guess what? When it reaches the other side of the board, it can be promoted to something powerful. Watch out for them little bitty pieces. Okay? There's a life lesson in that. You may feel as though you're only moving 1 square at a time. You made 1 healthy meal. That's all right. You completed 1 page of the book. Please start that book. I got a lady now. I've written her a text message. I gave her everything she needed to do with KDP. I don't know where she is. She hasn't called me back, but I hope she's working on her book. You save 1 small amount of money. That's always good. You clean 1 corner of the room. I love my room now. I'm sorry I didn't get that rug I wanted to get, but I'm going to go back and get it. You sent 1 email. You made 1 appointment. You said no 1 time when you would normally have surrendered your peace. I did that. I just said something to somebody one day. I said, you know what? I need you to do this. I need you to do this. I'm not doing that. I need you to do this. Oh, man. A small move made consistently can carry you farther than a big move made carelessly. Have you ever made a careless move? I know y'all are perfect out there, all my perfect people. But I have made some careless moves, and I'm glad to live to talk about them. Some people make one dramatic announcement and then do nothing else. Oh, I'm going to be, I'm going to be, flash dance, what? You don't see it when it's going to happen. Still, stealth, okay? Anyway, let me go down here. The third thing you should do, your move does not have to look like anybody else's. Nothing I do is like anybody else. Matter of fact, I have a whole bunch of followers ever since I was a kid. They told my mother at Pulaski Elementary School, they said if Georgiana told everybody, let's jump out the window, they all be trying to figure out how to do it. And my mother just got on me about some things. And I was kind of, I wouldn't say I was bad in school. I didn't have enough to do. That's what it was. Jeanette Amanise and myself at Pulaski, John Fields, I think. We didn't have enough to do, but the boys didn't get like in trouble like the girls did. Jeanette Amanise and Georgianne, all our report cards said the same thing. They talked too much, but we got through with the work. We finished with the work. We have anything to do. So anyway, your move doesn't have to look like anybody else's. So every chess piece moves differently. The rook moves one way, the bishop moves another way, the knight moves in its own unusual pattern, and the queen has tremendous freedom. Know your parts of the chess game. But the knight does not stand there complaining because it cannot move like the queen. Everybody got what they can do. The bishop does not become useless because it can't move like the rook. Each piece must understand how it was designed to move. You were designed to move differently. All our fingertips are different. Why? Because we're different. We're the same. We're connected. Each one's supposed to connect a gift to a gift to a gift and move humanity along the same way with chess. The bishop does not become useless because it cannot move like the rook. Each piece must understand how it was designed to move like you. That is the word for somebody tonight. You your own piece. They move, their move may not be your move. Stop trying to be, you don't need to move like me. Move like you. They may be starting a business while you rebuilding your health. They may be getting married while you learning how to enjoy your own company. That's something to learn. That was a hard one for me to learn, but I learned it. And I learned it the hard way. You may be traveling the world while you're caring for someone you love. Other people may be doing that. They may be buying a house while you're paying off a debt. They may be receiving public recognition while you're doing important work that nobody sees. That's the whole case with, I've been working on something with somebody, and she is constantly telling me about all these other people that's doing all these great things. She has yet to say to me who's helping her. I mean, she didn't say anything to me. And I'm thinking about, okay, am I not doing something to make us? But she talked, so I said, you know what? Don't worry about it. Just do the work. You have to make up your mind to just do the work. Just do the work. I said, all right, it's all right, Georgia, and just do the work. The movement does not diminish yours. Social media can make you believe that everybody's advancing except you. If you look at social media, people put their best stuff up. They don't tell you what's really going on. You need to get a drone sometime and see what's really going on. Everybody's smiling. Everybody's traveling. Everybody's receiving an award. Everybody's standing beside a new car with a giant ribbon on it. You sitting at home wondering, Lord, did you forget my address? No, he did not forget anything about you. No, he did not. Don't be looking at these other people's stuff. Stay on your path. Stay on your journey. They got flash dance everywhere. In Atlanta, it's just flash dance. We are the central point of flash dance. We are number one on who's important. This is the city of important people. This is the city of money and riches and knowledge and acknowledgement. This is the city of all of that in a bag of chips. And if you get caught up in that, you will lose your crazy mind. Stay on your own Whatever you're supposed to do, stay in your lane and see about your business. Stay on your journey, and don't worry about all that, because you don't know who doing who, zooming whom. You don't know who paying whom. Sometimes I was looking at some people one time back in the 90s. Ooh, they were just everything. I was like, oh Lord. I mean, they were everything. They were just this and that and this. They were going here and there and here and I was like, dang. And all of them in the newspaper. I ain't got nothing to say. Number 4, every move does not have to be forward. Now that may sound strange. Sometimes the best move is sideways. Sometimes the best move is stepping back. Sometimes the best move is leaving the board alone until you can see clearly. Stay with me now. We often believe that progress must always look going forward. Step to the side. Step back. I'll step back in a minute. Or I'll go all the way freaking back to the back of the line. So no. Let me get out the way. Y'all go on with all that. I'll stay back here. I'm good. That's how you do it. And stay on your journey. Ask Felicia Dietrich. Ooh, I love that girl. Ooh, Felicia, I love that girl. I do. But have you ever taken a step backwards so you could get out of danger? That happens. How you know that you step backwards? Returning home might be helpful. Starting over might be helpful. Changing your mind, leaving a position. That could be a safety measure, and you don't even know it. Anyway, let me get to the end. I'm thinking, I'm going too long. I'm in 21 minutes. 5th, think beyond this one moment. Think beyond the one moment. That 5th day. So you got a 3-move challenge. First, name the board. Name the board. Is the board your health? What area of your life needs attention? So name the board and choose one piece. Name the board, choose one piece. Do not attempt to fix everything tonight. It didn't all break tonight. It didn't all break. Okay, and 3rd, make one intentional move within the next 24 hours. What are you doing to help yourself? Are you in the room where it happens? Then get yourself in the room where it happens. All right, you know what's happening in the room, then get in there. Make that one phone call. Do something. Do one small something. Apologize. Take a meeting. Move with preparation. But doggone it, move. The next move does not have to be your biggest move. It only has to be the right move. You know what the move is? Make your move. Make the right move. God will tell you. If you listen to him, he will tell you. The best is not merely waiting for you. The best is waiting for you to move. You are the best. The best is waiting for you. Stop it. Stop looking over here and looking over there and make your move. Next move, best move. Thank you, Death Secretary, for sending me this today. I hope I motivated someone, because that's why I'm here. And the other reason why I'm here is to tell you I love you and that I look good in red. I do love you. And there's nothing you can do about it. Lord, these glasses, baby. My hair underneath here is growing. Ooh, it's growing. Ooh. All I need now is to work on the teeth. I love you, and you can't do anything about it.